What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with a not so fun, not very appreciated little deck profile. This is the deck that won the MCS, and a lot of people are very upset by it because Neos and Invoked were supposed to be dead, and lo and behold, here they are, neutered but still destroying everything else in its path. And oh god, I'm so sick of this deck. But I'm gonna play it just because it's controversial, and I just want to see what it can still do. This is the version that won. It played the 3 Windas with the Apelio and the Ulti Petalfin in the extra deck. Winda's really good just because a set Winda against Blackwings, they can't get around it very easily. Like if you just set one and they don't expect the Winda, they pop it with Raikiri, you summon another Winda, they run over it in battle, then you summon Petalfin, and then they can't deal with it because, I mean, unless they make Chidori, in which case you can easily out that with like a boosted Purgatrio on the following turn, or just like any trap card. But yeah, so like Ulti Petalfin can't be destroyed by card effects, and it has 2800 defense, and the highest that Blackwings can hit outside of Chidori with a field spell on the field is 2800. So that's really nice. And also against Desperado, they can only hit 2800 attack, and this can't be destroyed by card effects, so they can't out this with Desperado. They have to see their Karma Cut. So that's why Winda is just so good. Just setting a Winda is a great turn 1 play. However, I'm going to play this version that got 4th at the MCS. This is a little bit more fun. It's more like Invoked Hero. Wait, hold on. I gotta cut that. Add this and this. There we go. So this is the version that got 4th in the MCS. I want to use my Stratos. I feel like this is a little bit more likable. So with the skill here, Fire Reload, this essentially functions like Switcheroo. It says can be used if you only have Fire Pyro type monsters in your hand. Return all cards in your hand to your deck and shuffle it, then draw the same number of cards that you return to your deck. This skill can only be used once per duel. So after you resolve like a shell and you've played your whole hand, you've like summoned Alistair, you searched Invocation, you can set your Invocation, you can set your traps, and now you'll only have the shell in your hand. You can put it back to the deck with Fire Reload, draw a card, and then use the shell again in the graveyard to add back the shell that you put back. So it functions like Switcheroo in that sense. And also in this version, Elemental Hero Heat is a Fire Pyro, so it gives you an extra target to use with your skill if you don't see the shell, which is pretty nice. And Stratos also functions as inherent back row removal, which is really nice, because after you can go like activate Neos Fusion, and then you can normal summon Stratos, and you can either search Heat, or you can just non-targeting pop 1 back row, which means if they have multiple back row, if you summon Stratos and activate its effect and pop 1, whatever they respond with, you can just pop something else because it doesn't target. So like, normally if something targets, you could, like if you target the middle back row, they can just respond with the middle back row, and then you don't really gain anything from it. But since Stratos doesn't target, if they activate the middle back row, then you can just pop one of the outside ones, and you essentially cleared 2 back row. So that's why Stratos is so nice. It's a search, it assists the skill, and it's also inherent back row removal. So really nice. Just the 2 Alistair, the 1 Invocation, because that's all we can play. 2 Neos Fusion. I like this better than Keeper, simply because you can Keeper might be better, but it is a normal summon. So like, especially with Stratos in this deck, I don't want to have the option to summon between Stratos or Keeper. I'd rather just have the Neos Fusion and the Stratos, because like opening Stratos Keeper is nowhere near as good as opening Stratos Neos Fusion. So I'd rather just always open the Neos Fusion instead of maybe opening the Keeper. But you could make the argument for Keeper because it can summon back Alistair in face down defense position, which is really good. I just think the normal summon conflicts a bit too much. I think that's what Meme Maker, who got 4th with his deck, I think that's the conclusion he came to as well. You play Corn because Corn can send Winda, Corn can send Ulti Petalfin. I think those are the only relevant ones. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but those are the relevant ones to keep note of. I guess technically it can also send any Dark Machine to not trigger Desperado. It can like send Twin Barrel or send Blast Spider, something like that. That's kind of relevant too, I guess. But yeah, so not 24 cards, simply because you have less Alistair to open, and you have less Neos Fusion to open as well. So you're playing less cards so that you see these more, because you can't play 3 Keeper, 2 Neos Fusion. You can only play 2 Neos Fusion, and you can't play 3 Alistair, you can only play 2. So Karma Cut's the best trap, obviously, because it deals with a lot more stuff in the meta. So you're maxing out on that. Ulti Prov is still good as always. Phoenix Chain's good, and Ballista's okay. You don't have as many targets for it, I don't think, which is why I think he opted to only play one. It's like still a good card to have, and it's still nice to have a variety of trap cards, but like with less cards in the deck, you can't really max out on these. But yeah, I mean, the deck's pretty straightforward. Stick around, we're just going to jump right in and see what degenerate shit we can pull. Alright, we're up against a Bandit Keith. Going second. Our hand is fantastic. Alistair is so broken. God, dude, this card. I'm not gonna lie. In like early days of not early days. I guess kind of near when this card was released in like 2017 in TCG. I was playing it. I was playing the Wind Witch artifact or invoked version of it, which is really fun because you would end with like a Crystal Wings. For those who play the TCG will know what I'm talking about. You would end with a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon that can't be destroyed by card effects because of the Wind Witch engine, and then you would end with an Invoked Raijin, which is a wind one, which can flip a monster face down. And then if you drew Artifact Sanctum, you would also end with the Scythe that could summon and lock your opponent out of the extra deck. So it was a very strong combo. There's just 3 1-card combos. This hand is absolutely busted. But we don't have a fire. So what I'm going to do... So he definitely has Evil Eye Defeat face down. So I'm going to search a heat. Because we want a fire from Purgatrio. I'm going to set an ulti prov. And set a Karma Cut. Right? Because I want to keep a trap in my hand for this Evil Eye Defeat for the following turn. Because he's not going to Evil Eye Defeat my Stratos, because after he resolves one, like any effect with Evil Eyes, he can just boost this Medusa to 1900 and beat over my Stratos. So I'm going to set the Karma Cut as well. We're not going to be able to use our skill immediately. We'll see. So we're just going to save the Evil Eye Defeat for when he tries to use it on our Purgatrio. And then we'll easily just stop him bouncing it and beat over his field with Purgatrio that way. So he's going to activate Basilius. We are not going to negate it. There's... what is it? Paradolia. Oh, it's Repose face down, not Defeat. Okay. You can banish one Evil Eye card from your graveyard to draw a card. Okay. If your Evil Eye monster equipped... attack this opponent's monster... Interesting. Alright, so that's a little unfortunate. This card's actually... this deals with Purgatrio pretty easily. It's going to activate Gorgoneo to discard Gorgoneo. Io, whatever. Now he'll add the defeat. So it's good. So he has it still. So it's good that we set the Providence. Now, can we deal enough damage on the following turn? That's the question. We're not using this Karma Cut because we cannot target or destroy his Medusa by battle or card effect. We can target it, but we can target it in battle, but it can't die by battle or card effect, and we cannot target it with card effects. So we're not using this Karma Cut. We're going to draw, get Fiendish Chain. It's not awful. Alright, so here's the play, boys. So when we fuse with Invocation, this heat is going to the grave. Actually, wait, hold on. So I was thinking I could leave the heat in the graveyard and then make a Purgatrio on the following turn, but that's not true because he's just going to banish it with Medusa. Alright, what's the play? So I can deal... this Purgatrio can get pretty big, right? He can get to 200 attack for each card, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cards, so it'll gain 600 attack. Or 1200 attack, sorry. It'll go to 35. We boost it with Alistair, that's 45. He'll lose Evil Eye Defeat, so it goes down to 43. I can attack for 23 over the Basilius. Then it'll go down to 1200. Then this will go down to 41, and I can attack for. So he'll be at 1200. That'll go. Yeah, okay, I can kill him. Yeah, Purgatrio just kills him. Cool. Because we still have a trap to negate the defeat with. Which is why Providence is really good. Because of all the traps, you can just easily negate them. So we're going to go 1, 2. Yeah, so this should be the ball game here. Purgatrio is just going to get massive. Purgatrio is an absolutely busted fusion. Especially in a game like this. It's just so big. Can attack everything. It has piercing. It's just so stupid. I feel like their next goal is to limit this to 3, and then the deck is absolutely dead because it's only staying alive through Purgatrio, honestly. We can probably feel free to set. Actually, no, because I want to keep 2 cards in our hand just in case. So we're gonna go battle phase. In the damage step, we're going to Alistair. He's going to. Oh, he set Tretch. Huh, so he's defeat in his hand. Okay. It doesn't matter. We're going to negate the trap card. We're going to discard the Ballista here because it's the most useless, I think. And then in the damage step, we are going to. Sure. He's going to banish my heat. I don't care. It's fine. It goes up to 24 as expected. In the damage step, we go Alistair. 43. You can only use. I forgot about that effect, but he can only use that once per turn. So he cannot kill us with our own damage because he can only inflict damage to us once, and then that'll be the ball game. I mean, they were in a scary position, but I mean, like sometimes, like it doesn't matter how disadvantaged you are. If you can just kill them with 1 card, that's the game. Like you don't have to worry about maintaining your advantage the rest of the duel because you just killed them. So they were ahead of us for sure, but we just easily dealt with them. So pretty nice. Good showcase of how degenerate this deck still is. Let's do another one. I'm not going to do a lot because this deck is just not loved very much. But we'll do a few more. Stick around. Alright, we're up against a Dark Signer, Carly Carmine. Carly Carmine. We're going first. Oh wait, is this my cog rank up? Man, am I going to accidentally cog with this? My leg 5. Ugh. Alright, well, I don't want to cog with this deck. I want to cog with Fire Kings, I think. So I'm going to play this out, and if we get into a winning position, I can show you guys how I win. I'm just going to scoop. So, because I do not want to cog with this. I want to cog with an actual deck. So we're going to summon Stratos, search the heat, set our Karma Cut. Now we have a Banish by discarding Shell. We have a Stratos to pop a back row, and then we're going to have a bunch of Fire Pyros in our deck. So he's going to summon Dark. He's going to activate, or not Dark, Pass. He's going to activate Calling. We're going to chain Karma Cut. And now he cannot summon anything because he doesn't have any monsters on the field. I believe that's how that works. No, that's not how that works. He can just summon anything now. But it doesn't matter because he can't resolve the rest of his combo. Because he can't even summon Water because Water can't activate because he doesn't have another Fortune Lady. Yeah. Going to beat over my Stratos. That's fine. Yeah. Going to draw for turn. We draw the ulti Prov. Activate Shell here. See if there's a delay. There is no delay. This is unfortunate. So this is the one thing, like. So Fire Reload is activatable before Switcheroo would be, because like we haven't taken 1,000 yet, and we can still technically shuffle our hand back and draw a bunch of new cards. But we can't. We can only do it when we only have Fire Pyros. So like ideally, I'd be able to use it first, shuffle back this heat, and then just add it back again with the Stratos, just for a free plus. But if I want to, if I want to not use, if I want to use my skill, I can't use this Stratos effect. So I think I'm still going to do it, just so I can get a +1. I can discard the Stratos with Providence if I so choose, and then I'll have 2 Fire Pyros to put back, or I can discard something else, keep the Stratos, and then get another spell a trap pop on my turn, I can get another Adless shell, and then I can technically shuffle back 3. So he's going to flip me down. That's fine. I think... Do I negate this? No. How does he get to every? I'm just thinking. Because if this water's level 5, he can summon past... And technically he can past banish any Fortune Lady in his hand to boost to level 2, and then I'll have every that way. I think I'm just going to negate this. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to negate this by discarding Shell. Now, even though we still have the Stratos in our hand, we can keep the Stratos to pop his back row. Shell, add another Shell to hand. Ideally we draw like something we can set. Like if it's Neos Fusion, we can just set it first. And then we can resolve our effect. So he has another... So there's an Alistair. Oh, shit. Man, we keep drawing normal summons. So Alistair... Add Invocation. I have 2 shells in the grave. Shell effect. Add shell. Activate this. Fuse for this by banishing this. Do I want to banish a shell? Yeah, I think I'm going to banish a shell. Keep the pyre, or keep the heat in my hand. That makes sense. So he has a Canadian in the graveyard. If he's able to activate that trap, he can chain the Canadia technically, which is fine because it gives us more things to attack with Parker Trio. I have to remember to scoop and not actually kill him because I do not want to cog with this. Just remember that. Do not forget. That would suck. No! Oh, dude. I've never been genuinely upset to hit King of Games. Man. Can't believe I have to post that I hit King of Games with this. That's hilarious. God damn it. Whatever. Let's do another one. I'm still upset. Fuck you, Tristan. God damn it. I'm going second. Whatever. Just get me out of this hellhole. There's a shitty hand. It's not even that bad. I still make Kaliga and have Karmika. There's Lumina. End phase Lumina. Nice. Sick deck, dude. Whatever. Feel the wrath of my Alistair. I activate Invocation. Summon the almighty Purgatrio. Banishing your Shmieta. I was gonna fuse with Heat and then Shmieta popped up, and obviously banish their resources before you use yours because we keep a card in our hand this way, and stop him from activating Shmieta effect. So very nice, very nice. We're going to set our Karma Cut, smack for 15 in the damage step, and pass. Very simple, very easy. We can discard Heat because ideally we just use it for fusion fodder anyway. So discarding it is not a loss in advantage. He's going to summon Jenny. We are not going to banish because he can just chain the effect. He's going to activate Jenny, discard the Unveiling. He's going to summon Ver. There's the Ver. He's going to end phase, and we're going to banish it, and that should be the game. Bye-bye. Lance, ooh, look at you. That's fine. Add back Unveiling and pass. We draw for turn. There is an ulti prov. Does it boost until the end? No, what is it? Yeah, it gains until the end of the turn. Alright, so on the off chance that he has 2 spells in hand, we're just going to... No, normal summon, not activate. Alistair effect. Activate Invocation. Fuse for another Poiga Trio. Actually, don't want to fuse for Cleveland. What does he have? What type is Jenny? Jenny's a wind. Okay, so no. Gonna fuse for Purgatrio by banishing the Heat and the Alistair on the field. Make sure you're paying attention to the symbol in the bottom left corner. This means field. This obviously means hand. So we want to banish the one on the field. That way we can recur our one invocation. Add back this Alistair. And we're going to pass back to him, and then he really shouldn't have anything else. He has Unveiling in hand, probably another spell that isn't very useful, and then he has this top deck here. Technically he has Jenny, but he doesn't have anything. Draw Sense low level. Oh, okay. Draw Sense low level. I'll probably draw like Petore here. Petore, whatever. We'll see. Come on, buddy. What you got? He drew Raiden. Noob. You can technically make Onamaru here, but that doesn't make sense, really. Oh, he banished a Shmieta. Nice. We're not going to negate Shmieta. I don't care how many spells he adds to his hand, because we're just going to negate the Vare's effect that boosts. And you can only use Vare's negation effect in any phase outside the damage step. So once we get to damage step, we know he's using the effect that would boost. And I'm pretty sure he has to reveal for cost anyway, right? No, it doesn't reveal for cost. It just reveals a resolution. So he has a Holiday in the Grave. Raiden effect again. If he sends another... Okay, I was about to say, if he sends another fusion... Or if he sends another spell card, he might be able to add it back, but he did not. So we are just going to go to battle phase here. Honestly, we can just beat over this Raiden by discarding 2 Alistair. Yeah, alright, this works too. $47. Attack for 3,000. And there's a ball game. Alright, so I hope you guys maybe enjoyed that accidental King of Games. God, I've never done that. That's absolutely hilarious. I've never seen anybody be genuinely upset to hit King of Games. I wanted to do it with Fire Kings, man, because I love Fire Kings. And I grinded to Legend 5 with Fire Kings, and I was planning on doing it, but here we are. So, oh well. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This deck is still stupid. Trap card, as long as there's generic trap cards and you can play a deck like this that generates a ton of discard fodder, it's gonna do well. Like the Winda variant is probably better, but I enjoy being able to use more elemental heroes a little bit because I like the archetype as in general, and Stratos is a stupid card. But overall, the decision is yours. Next ban list, I really think Purgatrio to 3 is the unfortunate correct decision. That way you can only play 1 Alistair, 1 Invocation, 1 Purgatrio, or just no Purgatrio at all, and you have to use the other invoked fusions. But anyway, that's going to be the video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.